What will it take for better nationwide gun control? Oh, you don't know?
No.
Me neither. Nobody knows. But, you know, I was listening to a podcast last week and they were talking about gun control. And hey, sorry, you gun toting Southerners. Let me tell you what, Wolf. The South will not rise again. But California has been more proactive than most states with their gun control laws. I mean, they banned automatic rifles. I want to say they banned semi-automatic. If you got an AR-15 in California, don't put it together. There's so many restrictions that you have to use it. As far as limitations on magazine capacity and stuff like that, it's super, super, super strict. But per 100,000 people, California has less gun deaths than the national average. So something is working. Now, how do we make that work in the rest of America? Well, unlike many places in America, California was faced with they were at the tip of the spear of the Black Panther Party, who was running Oakland, who said, hey, I don't like how you police are policing us, so we gonna police y'all. So they got their big guns and they walking around policing their communities. And from that came some stricter gun laws. And it's crazy. You wouldn't guess who signed it.
Who did?
Ronald Reagan, the face of modern conservatism, the face of the modern Republican Party. He took away their guns. But it was okay for him to take away their guns because they're not your guns. So you can support him because he would never take away your guns. No. He would just take away their guns, like Stanley and Gucci. He'd take away their guns. Freedom, where are you? I'd be messing
Other
up.
side. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
freedom, where are you? There we go. He'll take away maybe my gun. He might take away your gun. I don't know if he would take away their guns.
Kyle's good.
You're fired.
But I really ask, and like, this isn't a joke because people talk all the time about, well, there's black on black crime, there's mass shootings in black neighborhoods all the time. Yeah, it doesn't get any media attention. Why? Because nobody cares. Like, it's crime is it's criminals who fight shooting criminals. Yeah, clean up the streets for us.
Yeah, let them have at it.
Yeah, like one criminal kills a criminal, then we lock up the criminal, less criminals. Doesn't work, but yeah, I got you. So I really asked one of my friends, would it take multiple black mass shooters in highly white areas to actually get legitimate gun control? Is that what it would take? Or do you think they would just say, nah, we need more guns?
Yeah, no, I feel like they would say they need more guns.
And I'm not suggesting it because I don't support gun violence at all. I'm just really asking the question, what event will it take for our decision makers nationwide to say, hey, maybe guns do kill people? Maybe somebody who is upset, somebody who is passionate, somebody who is emotional with a gun in their hand are more prone to be violent than somebody who doesn't have one.
I honestly don't know. I was thinking this whole time you were talking, and I don't know what it's going to take for that to happen, because when white people have the guns and they're killing people, it's they have mental health issues, or the poor white man that had his own trauma or whatever you want to call it. But and then when it comes to Latinos or blacks, it's like lock them up.
Well, you know,
You
y'all
know.
got a break in Uvalde, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
because he was Latino,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, trouble kid bullied.
Yeah, that was whack.
I'm like,
We've all been bullied.
damn. Well, hopefully my kids are Latino, so they get passed and they get framed. They get more innocent framed if they.
That
By
was one
society.
off. Like that don't happen often either, but I
It's-
know what you're saying. I know it's a joke. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking on someone who's actually dealt with mental health and like hearing them use the excuse of him being bullied, just kind of like,
Bro. And the wild thing that I see is people can come up with so many excuses for why blood was shed. You know, because we talk about some of the unarmed killings. He shouldn't have resisted. Is that a cause for death? You know, people don't like my Breonna Taylor stance because they served the no-knock warrant, but her boyfriend shot at the police. And they returned fire. And you can say, hey, well, the police shouldn't have been there. You're right. Valid. They knock, and he like, who is it? I don't know who this is. Coming in my house late at night, and he shoots. Yeah, you probably shouldn't serve a no-knock warrant like in the middle of the night because the person's probably going to shoot you.
right.
But once he shoots, they're going to shoot back.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't take away from me saying she's not a victim because she's a victim. But I go, in their cop brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are serving a legal warrant. And when they went to serve their legal warrant, they receive fire. So they are trained to return fire. Now, what's crazy is those cops returned fire, but the cops in Uvalde, Texas, stood outside because their leader, who's not cooperating, wouldn't send them in. Y'all say they shouldn't defund the police, but like, what they got all these guns and shit for if they ain't gonna shoot them? They had a shooter.
The training.
You ain't gonna, what are we doing? What are we doing here? But I just really want to know, what will it take for better nationwide gun control? Because we have a problem. America has gun deaths like a third world country. Worse than most. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. And I do believe this country creates the greatest opportunity for advancement. But it's like, man, we got to clean this up. This is a black eye on a country that's got a lot of black eyes. But no, I really hope that we can figure something out. Lawmakers, they really need to nestle down and figure it out and get out of bed with the NRA. Get out of bed with these gun companies. You know, I came on here and there was a gun company. I can't remember which manufacturer it was, but I said it was a nasty precedent to hold them accountable for somebody using the gun to kill somebody. I'm like, whoa. We're holding manufacturers accountable for the actions of human beings. I'm not cool with that. But it was like pretty much the way that it was marketed and stuff like that, which is what made it seem cool. And I go, well, let's just get rid of Grand Theft Auto. Let's get rid of Call of Duty. Let's get rid of all of these first-person shooters games, these games that promote violence.
007.
007, get rid of all of it. If it's not hunting based, if you are not shooting at something that you could normally regularly shoot at in your everyday life, let's get rid of it. But someone said, well, the military, they get to shoot at people. Under the Geneva Convention, I promise you what you do on Call of Duty is not actually in line with the Geneva Convention, because if you fuck up on Call of Duty, who cares? Fuck up in war, you shoot the wrong person and the right people find out about it.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.